there's a saying, a jack of all trades is a master of none. And it breaks my heart when people, when they use it and they don't understand that the original saying is actually longer than that. Are you familiar?
No.
A jack of all trades is a master of none, but still always better than a master of one is actually the complete quote.
Okay, y'all, so last year we created a coat. We did some sewing, but in the pandemic last year, I developed another hobby. So I got this Cricut Explore Air 2, which basically, in short, it cuts things out. So cardstock, stickers, t-shirt prints, stuff like that. And I've been creating t-shirt prints and all that ever since. So I'm going to use this video to show you all how to do that. So what you'll need is the Cricut Explore machine that I showed you, scissors, everyday iron-on Cricut brand of t-shirt vinyl, and then this grid that you see here, which is also Cricut. Now, first things first, we have to choose the graphic or the logo that we want to put on our fabric. So I use Canva for this, to create logos, to pick graphics, all that. If you have your own logo, then you've already got this part down. So anyways, I click logo, create logo. I'm going to click blank because we're starting from scratch, especially if you're creating a logo. In this video, we're not going to create a logo. We're simply going to pick a pre-made graphic that we just want to paste onto a shirt. So in the search, I'm going to look up joy. I'm just thinking, you know, Christmas related words, that maybe I'll find something that's relevant to the season we're in. So I look at all the graphics that come up for the word joy. I kind of want to put something with words on a shirt. So I ended up going with this graphic right here, peace, love, and joy. And that's what we're going to put on our shirt today. So right there, I just saved this graphic to my phone. Now it's in my phone gallery. So step one, done. We chose what we want to put on our shirt. Now we need to cut that graphic out. So this is where the Cricut machine comes into play. So you need the app. It connects to your phone through Bluetooth. Open it. You're going to choose new project. And now I'm going to upload the picture, the graphic, the logo that I just put in my library onto this grid, because that's what we're going to want to cut out. This is where it gets a little more complex, but I'm going to try to explain it as simply as I can. So we're going to use the remove tool to remove anything we do not want on our shirt. So I just tapped the background because we want to remove that, right? The upper right corner shows us what it's going to show up as on our shirt. We don't want those little black blotches, but it's like that because I need to remove also the white parts and backgrounds that are in between the letters. So you see, as I'm tapping it, they're disappearing. Right here, I'm not going to tap that because I actually want my sparkle to show up filled in on my shirt. But everything else, I'm going to tap all the white parts to get rid of it, and I should only see the letters left. Once I have it exactly how I want it, it should show up that way in that upper top right photo, and that's when I know that I'm done. So I think I've gotten every spec. Just going to tap the top right to see. Yep, and that's how I want it to show up on my shirt. So I'm going to click next at the top right corner. And the next step is something extra and more that we're not going to do. So just click next again, and it'll take you here where you get to name your image. So I'm just going to name it Peace, Love, and Joy, exactly what it says. And then you have these options to select cut or print then cut. We're just going to cut. We don't need the printing thing. We just need to cut our vinyl. And so now it's in my Cricut app. So I'm going to insert it onto the grid. Then we're going to click edit at the bottom to change the size of the print. So I want it to be about 8 inches wide on my shirt. Then I'm going to click horizontal to mirror it, because when we cut it out, it needs to be backwards. Okay, so then I clicked next, and it's showing me how it needs to be laid out on the green grid that I showed you. And here it is. So I'm going to cut out enough paper according to the size that's shown on my phone. So on the grid, it is 8 inches wide. I'm going to cut that amount, and then it's also 7.99 inches long. So now's the part where we use the machine. I'm going to power it on, open it up, and going back to the phone, you're going to click next, and you need to set the settings for how you want to cut. So with the type of material that I suggest you guys use, which is the Everyday Iron-On Cricut brand, you're going to scroll down, and the material you're using is under the iron-on section, and sorry, I passed it right here. You're going to click Everyday Iron-On, that's what we're using. And you're going to change the pressure of the needle. It's already on default, but you want to change it to more, okay? And those are the only two settings that you need. Now back over on the machine, it'll begin to be blinking on this button, which is the button that you press to load your grid onto the machine. And now you click the Cricut C for it to begin cutting. Alright, so let's get into the fun part. We need this tool, which is called a Weeder, and I again bought Cricut brand, and you're going to use this to peel off the parts of the vinyl that you don't want, so everything around the letters. When you're done, it should look exactly how it looked on your phone. So we have successfully cut out our graphic. Now the last step is to press it onto our shirt. So you need a heating pad. You're going to lay down your fabric, whatever it is you're going to put your logo or graphic on, and then place the logo exactly where you want it. Make sure it's not crooked. And then on top of that, put a Teflon sheet. That's just so it doesn't burn through the fabric. Alright, so at this point we have all acquired the skill of putting prints onto t-shirts, so put it on your resume. I hope the video was helpful. I really want to show you how to put the graphics and the logos on. If you found this helpful, like it, subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.